We have so much shame around anxiety. We often pretend we aren't feeling it. It's never effective to pretend you aren't afraid. Pretending you aren't afraid makes your interpersonal relationships come out wonky, and it makes you feel incredibly unstable. Hiding your anxiety makes it shoot out sideways. You act out of your anxiety rather than respond to it. Again, we come back to acknowledgement as the most powerful medicine we have. It may seem counterintuitive, but somehow telling the truth, I don't feel safe in the world right now, or I'm afraid my dog will die, makes things different. Anxiety changes. It softens. Your grip on the outside world relaxes a little bit. Telling the truth allows you to relax enough to ask yourself what you need in that moment. When you catch yourself imagining disaster scenarios, tell yourself the truth. I'm afraid of more loss. Then lengthen your exhale. Ask yourself what you're truly looking for. What do you need in this moment? Possible answers to that question might be reassurance, comfort, attachment, a nap, anything that establishes a truer sense of safety, not a situational one. If you identify a need of, say, assurance or connection, what other ways might you answer those needs rather than rehearse unwinnable disasters or relentlessly check in about the safety of people you love? You might need more information about a situation, or you might need to actually ask for comfort or connection rather than manage your fear of losing it. If you're out somewhere, feeling scared about imagined threats to your child's or your pet's safety, maybe you just need to head home in order to care for yourself, rather than ignore your anxiety and attempt to push through. That's another form of self-kindness. Remember that anxiety is often made worse by lack of food or sleep. You might see it as a signal to care for your physical self. As with most things, there's no one right answer. The important thing is to let yourself ask, what do I need right now? And how can I best meet that need? You won't always get what you need, but the practice of asking yourself what you need and taking the most likely to be effective course of action to meet those needs actually builds a sense of safety in the world. As a longer-term approach to anxiety, telling the truth and asking yourself what you need is highly effective. It works where other things cannot. The phrase, "It's better to put shoes on your feet than to cover the whole world in leather," is what I'm talking about. Safety doesn't live in the world around you. You can't control things enough to guard against loss. Safety resides solely in self-advocacy, listening to your own needs below the surface of your fears and responding accordingly. You cannot prevent loss. Your safety resides in your own heart, in how you care for yourself, in how you imagine the world. Please come to yourself, especially the anxious, fearful, terrified parts, with love and respect. This kind of anxiety is normal. It's yet another way your mind is trying to reorder the world after your loss. Your mind is trying to keep you safe. Do your best to soothe your hardworking, overworking mind when you can. Tell yourself the truth about your fears. Ask, listen, respond. Commit to caring for yourself inside whatever comes. Above all, be kind to yourself. As author Sharon Salzberg is known to say, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection.